Yeah, I mean, 3 is better than what it could be, so let's go ahead and do that. And we're going to want probably a forest, well, maybe even 2 islands net here just because of... And we can play a land. I didn't realize we hadn't played a land, so that's good. That works itself out. Now, if we don't tap his guy, the problem is that we're telegraphing cancel. So, you know, I'm definitely going to go ahead and do that, but I'm going to wait until the proper time. And see what he wants to do in the second main phase here. Probably quite a bit. Yeah, rock egg is fine. You know, with probably not. I mean, we're going to want to keep the canceled mana back. So let's go ahead and get our guy tapped. So, you know, with 5, we can certainly keep cancel mana back. Spineworm seems like a better play here. Maybe Giant Spider was actually the better play, but that's okay. He's casting something before his attack, which does surprise me. That's certainly fine. Just because we can, you know, we do have defenders for the White Knight. We can tap down the Banshee for now. We're going to have to run into whatever this is. Definitely worth double blocking here, because to me this screams... I mean, Doomblade would certainly be a next level play. That would be awesome on his part. I don't think it's Doomblade. I think it's Inspired Charge. The +2/+1, we can still kill it. So, and then he has to basically 2-for-1 himself here. But yeah, Doomblade is a very, very excellent play here. And we'll see if he just wants to kill the Garruk's Companion and move on with life. You know, I am getting a little concerned about time, just because this is so early in game 1, and you know we're behind. So, and it looks like Inspired Charge is coming. Okay, and that's fine. You know, certainly awkward, but he does 2-for-1 himself, which is good. Interesting here. You know, Cloud Elemental gives us a little more gas. I think that's a better play than the Giant Spider here, and I'm certainly want to keep cancel mana back at this point. So, could attack with Companion here and give him the flyer, but really don't want to do that at this point. So, note that Giant Spider might have been a better play just because I wouldn't have to tap down the flyer, but It's okay. Unless he puts out a bomb here, which, that's fine. Alright, so try to sneak in there. We'll at least get 2 damage in here. Let's go ahead and yield to that. And we can hold off on Scroll Thief until next turn. He won't be able to Alpha Strike for that much, especially since I most likely will trade Garrick's Companion here. You know, he can certainly do something like tap the Giant Spider now, but I don't think he will. Not actually going to tap it down because I don't need to. I mean, certainly if he wants to start sacrificing creatures, I can take 3 or 5 damage here. Probably just 3 because I'll block the Gravedigger as well. And if he has a trick, I have cancel. So. And he doesn't. If he has another Gravedigger, I can just cancel that too. Or that. So Mana Leak's nice to see if he has, you know, something huge and ridiculous. So but yeah, I definitely didn't want to see like 5 more creatures come out of his graveyard. Let's go ahead and tap down his guy. Note that I can attack with a bunch of guys now. And probably will. Maybe he'll even let me draw a card. Doubtful, but getting in there for 4 is better than... Please press yes. Damn. That's certainly interesting. Not really sure it's worth playing at this point, just because we do have the lead here, and we can kind of beat for 2 and deal with it that way. You know, it certainly shortens the clock if I can take Blinding Mage here, or Howling Banshee for that matter, but not enough to where I'm comfortable using it. So, you know, Mind Rot certainly hurts, but certainly want to save it in case something ridiculous comes, and I'll keep the island in my hand in case Mind Rot is there. Didn't tap my creatures, which is definitely interesting. He's going to go for an Alpha Strike here, I guess. Oh, okay. So, that's game 1. Playing white and black, certainly worth looking for. Wasn't playing any artifacts of note. Don't really want to rush in at Manic Vandal unless I have to. Nothing for Volcanic Strength. Naturalize is fine, just because you know, pacifism's just worth it on its own, and any other random enchantment he might be playing. Note that with Blinding Mage, Phantom Beast is just awful. Going down to 15 creatures is tough. But giant growth is nice, especially since Plummet seems good. He is playing at least one flyer of note. Not sure what I want to take out here though. This ended up being decent for me, and forced him to pacify that and says something else. Just for his White Knight, which I can't deal with early with a lot of cards. Scroll Thief, just because he has a lot of early drops, seems fine. We're going down in creatures, but at least we're supplementing that with removal. This is a fine hand. No reason to throw that back. Just like the last one. Especially since he isn't playing much early. So we can go Cloud Elemental, Azure Drake. I usually like to do Foresee later, just when I am not trying to develop my board. That certainly could be a mistake, but I like it when I'm down in cards a bit. That feels like a Howling Banshee.